Thank you for joining me on my masterclass. Now, today we're going to be looking as usual where we can park our money so we can pack money out. And I want to say a very good morning to my subscribers on the X, formerly known as Twitter platform. You guys support me, and because you support me, I support you guys a lot. I respond personally to you guys, and you are my priority. If you are not a subscriber on my X, formerly known as Twitter platform, I'll encourage you to subscribe at Renault Mercury. Just go to the subs tabs, follow the prompt. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now, today we're going to be looking at the stocks and crypto where we can park our money. Now, I've given you three stocks in the past week. I gave you the Kroger Company, I gave you the Toro Corporation, and I also gave you DocuSign. All of them have appreciated. All of them have appreciated. If you sell right now, you're going to make money. But I've told you, do not sell. We're going to wait for their earnings statements. Their earnings statements are coming out next week. And if we are patient, we're all going to make money. We're all going to make money. Now, today, I'm also going to explain to you why it does take me some time before I give you guys new stocks to buy. Because I've got to study the earnings forecast. I've got to study their reports that are filed with various federal government agencies in the United States. Because by law, statutorily, they have to report some of their findings. They have to make reports on certain things. So you can actually have a forecast of how much their earnings are going to be. I'll give you a very good example. There is a company called Ascendis Pharma. Ascendis is ASCENDIS. It's going to flash up on the screen. Now, on paper, it does look good. You know, you have a lot of people saying, oh, buy this company. But if you study their earnings statement, you see that it's likely that they're going to be having a negative, would I say, dividend into their stock members, to their shareholders. So it's not going to be a very good idea to invest in that stock, in my opinion. But you're not going to know this if you look on the surface. You've got to look deeper. You've got to look into their statements that they filed with different agencies, because as a pharmaceutical company, they've got to make filings with the FDA, they've got to make filings with other agencies, and these are public. Not a lot of people are going to read them because these are voluminous, they're quite big. But I took my time and I read it and I said, okay, no, this is not a good option for my subscribers. But I'll tell you what is a good option. I'll tell you what is a good option. There is an AI firm. You know what? It's called AI on the New York Stock Exchange. It's also called AI on the NASDAQ component. That's the ticker name. I remember I told you guys the ticker name is a stock identifier. But the full name of the company is C3.ai. C3.ai. So obviously the AI stands for artificial intelligence. Now, this is an enterprise artificial intelligence company. They've done so well. And if you look at their earnings forecast, if you look at their filings, it looks like they're going to be declaring very, very good profits and very good revenue. Revenue is likely to grow by about 17.9%, and then profits revenue likely to grow by about 13.2%. So it's a very good stock to buy. You're going to find it under the ticker name AI on the New York Stock Exchange, also as well on the NASDAQ Composite. I would recommend that you buy this stock. It's called C3.ai, but look for AI as the ticker name. I'll recommend that you buy this stock. Now, you're going to see it's currently trading, the price is currently trading at is going to flash up on the screen, but it's a good investment. If you buy this stock, they're going to be giving their earnings statements next week, I believe on the 6th, and which is just I think 4 days in 4 days time. I believe that gradually we're going to see that the stock price rises gradually until it peaks on the 6th, and then it starts to drop. So I'm going to give you alerts, but I'll encourage you, if you look at my past, what I've told you guys to do with stocks, when I told you guys to buy Tesla, a lot of you made so much money on Tesla. You remember, some of you made as much as $40 on Tesla. Some of you made less. But then I told you guys, buy and then sell when the earnings statements came out, and you guys did that. And then also, you guys made $50 per stock on the next one that I gave you, and so on and so forth. So I'll tell you right now, hold on to your Kroger, hold on to the Toro Corporation, hold on to DocuSign, but right now add to them this company, C3.ai, also known as AI as its ticker name on the New York Stock Exchange and on the NASDAQ Composite. Now, we're going to move on to cryptos. In the last 24 hours, we've seen a volume of transaction for Bitcoin Cash of $163 million, which is a lot of money. A lot of money. So we're going to be seeing that the price is going to rise. So those of you that invested in Bitcoin Cash and are a bit concerned because the price is now about 2001, don't worry, it's going to rise. That's what indexing is telling us, and then it has been corroborated by the influx of money into Bitcoin Cash, because you have to understand these are cryptos, and to a large extent, yes, you have social and political events that are going to affect them. So for instance, if somebody like Elon Musk or Warren Buffett or Charlie Munger comes on social media and says something negative about the crypto, it's going to crash. But beyond that, outside that, they are controlled by the forces of demand and supply. So when we're seeing about $163 million getting into Bitcoin Cash, the only way is up. Also, for Akash Network, we really can't tell what happened. For a lot of people, they're saying that, okay, it's the migration. We don't know if it's the migration, but what I'll tell you is cut your losses with Akash Network. Just cut your losses with Akash Network, because indexing can no longer predict what's going to happen with Akash Network. There's been some issues with it, and I researched it. I don't want to go into it, because if I go into it, it might bring up some legal issues. So just cut your losses with Akash Network. For Bitcoin Cash, with the influx that has come in, we're seeing that it's going to likely rise. I'm watching it right now, and actually it is rising by just a little tiny bit. But you know what? With that kind of volume of transaction the last 24 hours, we're seeing that it's going to rise today. So keep a watch out. If you ask me if you want to place a stop order, I would say place a stop order at something like maybe 216. If that changes during the day, I'm going to give you an alert on my X, formerly known as Twitter, platform for only my subscribers, not to all members of the general public, for only my subscribers. So having said that, today we're going to have standing order. We're going to just continue with the Bitcoin Cash, and then I'm going to be watching it, and if I have to, I will intervene by giving you an alert on the X, formerly known as Twitter platform. But buy the C3.ai stock. Buy it. It's a very good stock. You're going to thank me later. That's precisely next week, God sparing my life. We're all going to make money if we invest in this. Now, if you watch this, you got questions arising from this, you can put your questions in the comment section of this video. If you are a subscriber on the X platform, whatever you ask, no matter what you think about your question, because like I told people, the only stupid question is the question you don't ask. The only thing I'll tell you is that when you ask a question, be polite, because I'm a very polite person. You're likely to get the best responses from me when you're polite, as I am polite. So be polite, ask your questions, I'll respond to them. Now, this is Pastor Randall, the Apostle of Prosperity, saying, God bless you.
But Reno travels all around the world. I hope you get inspired about what you see. Apostle of greatness, Reno is a master. Only one man against the whole world in large. Fighting with the monsters, poverty I can't stand. That's why Reno is